So this is what I have today. These are made of MDF, but you can always use a cardboard also to do the same thing. Or you can, like I said, you can do it on any product that you want. So it is perfectly fine. So the first, so these can be gifted during the Easter time to anybody. It's a really nice thing to give as gifts. You can even punch a hole if you're making it in a cardboard. You can just punch a hole and hang it, or you can even make a smaller size and punch a hole and hang it in your car. So even those will be really nice. So the first technique is, like I said, I'm going to be showing a marble technique. I have magazine here. This is a normal magazine, your glossy paper magazine. So you can choose any magazine that you have. Home magazines, Women's Era, Femina, whatever magazine. This was a in-flight magazine where actually, if you see, my picture and my work was published a couple of years back. So I'm leaving that page and I'm going to just tear some. See, I'm just going to tear another. Okay. So take any magazine that you have, and what you do is, don't take the straight edges, just take these colorful images and you just have to tear pieces like this. So I have some more here. So I'm just tearing these pieces random. It can be any design, any color, and just random pieces. You don't need to worry about the size or anything. Just tear random pieces. But keep in mind, it has to be your glossy magazine paper. That is what is important for this technique. I already had some pieces that I tore and kept. I'm just making them a little smaller here. This is one of the decoupage techniques, and today I will be teaching both mosaic and what right now we're doing is like a marble technique, mosaic or marble, whatever you call it. These are very, very versatile techniques and the outcomes are just beautiful. So I have these papers here. I will take a piece and I'm going to take the glue. I will just put the glue on the back of the paper and I am going to stick it on my base. Here, a very important tip that you have to keep in mind is, do not put glue on top of the paper. Please make sure that there is no glue on top of the paper, because right now I am using a decoupage glue. Decoupage glue, if I put it on top of the paper, it is going to seal my work, and that is not going to give us the effect that we are actually planning to do here. So put the glue only under the paper and stick it nicely. Make sure all the sides are stuck well, and when you're pasting the paper, you paste it overlap the papers one on top of each other and paste. Don't paste. See, can you see here how I'm overlapping? So that is how you overlap and paste it. Don't paste it separately, just overlap your images and paste. Don't worry about the paper sticking out. We can always trim them later. We can sand them nicely. So this overlapping is what is going to give us a nice finish later. So that is what we are doing here. So make sure you overlap whenever you're doing it. It's a little time consuming method if your base is quite big, but believe me, it's a beautiful, you will get a wonderful finish. You will see that it is going to look absolutely pretty. So one thing you can make sure is, when you're sticking these, just see that you don't stick same colors together. You can stick them randomly, so there'll be some difference in color. So this technique can be applied on any surface. You can do it on wood, you can do it on cardboard, you can do it on glass, you can do it on pretty much any surface. So one thing to keep in mind is, make sure it is your glossy magazine paper. This technique will not work with any other paper, like for example newspaper or any other color paper or decoupage paper. It will not work. It has to be your magazine paper. So that's the only thing you have to keep in mind. Always when you finish using your Mod Podge, glue, please close it. So see, this is how it looks right now, but believe me, it is going to turn into a beautiful product. So we don't need this anymore. I'm keeping it away. We will start with the next one. So I will just keep this aside, let it dry completely, and I'm going to start with the next one, which is another mosaic technique. And for that, what we will need is eggshells. And I'm going to use these acrylic pearl colors. You can use any colors. I just want a little pearl finish, so I'm going to use these pearl colors here, and I'm just going to paint on these shells. Okay, eggshells. So I'm just simply going to paint my egg. I'm just painting my eggshell, whatever color you want. I'm using green and blue today. This technique again is a very versatile technique. You can do wonders in this. It's a very beautiful technique. So you can use any color here, like I said, acrylics, chalk paint. I'm just using these pearl colors to give some shine. I'll also teach a very nice trick to create a embossed mosaic effect today, something which is being taught in many workshops, paid workshops. So do stay till the end, or watch my video later if you're busy now on IGTV. You can also check out a lot of my videos available on YouTube also. I have a channel on YouTube. It's called All Things Beautiful again. You can find the link in my bio. I'm a big trash collector, guys. I love, I'm sure people who are following me will know, I love upcycling and recycling, and I don't throw anything from my house. I just keep collecting them, and then suddenly I'll have some idea and then I'll just do something. So yeah, my house is like filled with a lot of trash. Wherever there's space, there's stuff that I have filled up. So I will paint one egg in white as well. You don't need to, but like I said, just to give that shine. Nice. I have taken my base here, again another cross, and I'm going to paint it in white. I'm going to paint the base in white. You can either use a brush or use a sponge, is fine. Always when you're doing any work, don't forget the sides. It's very important for finish. At least if you're gifting it to somebody or you're planning to sell it, finish is very important. Make sure you paint your sides, the backs, everything. So give a nice even coat of white. Now let this dry. So I'll keep this aside now. I'll come back to this. Make sure it's completely dry. Then now I am using my sandpaper here, and I'm just going to sand off the extras. Now comes the magic. So what I am going to be doing here is I am taking a nail polish remover. Yes, you heard it right, it's a nail polish remover. And this is our magic product. So basically we need acetone to get our marble finish here. So I am taking a normal, not a very high branded nail polish, just a normal nail polish remover, and some cotton, and just watch the magic, guys. Yeah, take some remover on your cotton and just watch the magic now. Okay, I am just going to rub this over my magazine paper. Just watch the magic. What is this going to do? So the acetone is going to remove all the ink from my paper. Okay, that is the reason I said you have to have a magazine paper, it has to be that glossy paper. So the acetone is removing all the ink from my magazine paper and leaving me with a nice marbled effect with the ink stuck in the edges. Can you see this? Can you see how beautifully we are getting the marbled effect, guys? Can you see this? Isn't this absolutely pretty? And all we used is just magazine paper and some nail polish remover. So that is this pretty much the technique. You can use it on many different projects. It looks absolutely stunning. I will also show you some of the objects that I have done with this technique. So the reason I said make sure the glue does not come on top of the paper is for this. If the decoupage glue is put on top of the paper, it is going to seal the ink, and when you use your nail polish remover, your ink, the dye is not going to come off, and it is not going to give us this marble effect. And that is the reason I said you have to make sure that the ink does not come on top of your paper. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Just tell me what you guys think of this simple technique with the stuff that's available in the house. No expensive products, nothing. You can create beautiful mosaics and marbles with just nail polish remover. That the dye is all come off here, and this is what we are left with. A beautiful marble effect. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a very easy technique. So now what we are going to do is, obviously we are not going to leave it plain like this. We are going to do some nice decorative work here on this. So now I will take some nice decoupage paper. Maybe, yeah, I think I will use this. I'm going to just take like one small rose pattern from here. I'm just dipping a brush in water and I'm just taking this pattern out. Just one rose. You can use anything you want. I just thought just a nice pink dainty rose. Or you can even write on the cross. You can write He is risen, or just words like faith, believe, or whatever you think will look nice. So I've taken a white based decoupage paper here. I'm going to take off the plies. Okay, this is a 2-ply decoupage paper. Whenever you're doing decoupage, if you're using a decoupage tissue, do not forget to remove these back layers. So now I am going to, where do you think I should decoupage it? Here on the side, here. Yeah, maybe like in the center, like this. Okay, so I will use my decoupage paper again. So yeah, so now I'm just applying decoupage glue wherever I want to glue this design. Just enough glue, don't put too much glue. And I am putting this here. And another biggest tip in decoupage is never put your finger and start pressing the decoupage paper. Never do that. Always put a normal plastic sheet on top. Just put any normal plastic sheet on top and you can either press with your finger or whatever backing paper that you have taken, just use those and press it in an outward direction. What this does is, even if there are any bubbles or wrinkles, it is going to remove everything and it will give you a wrinkle free finish. This is an absolute foolproof trick to get a nice wrinkle free, bubble free finish in your decoupage projects. Always use a plastic sheet and press outwards so that you will remove any kind of bubble. And another tip is, when you're going and applying the top coat, never apply it immediately. You should always wait for this coat to dry and only then apply the next coat. Like this. Now I'll give another generous coat of the same decoupage glue all over my... I will now give it on the marbled places also because I can seal my work. This step is again very important, like you had asked earlier. This will protect your work. It will not get yellowish over a period of time. It will stay forever. The stuff that I have made many years ago are still with the same color and shine in my clients' houses. So this step is very important, and don't be stingy with this step. Give a generous amount of the decoupage glue. This is going to give lifespan for your products. Okay, let this dry. We'll keep it aside. Isn't that looking beautiful, guys? Now we'll come back to our other thing. So what I'll do here is, I will try and draw like a small bird here. Okay, now I think our eggs are also dry. Now what we'll do is, let me finish my bird here first. So I have taken my egg here and I'm going to break it. Yes. So I'm just breaking it into pieces. Small pieces. Now I will glue the bird in white. So I am taking the same decoupage glue. You can use Fevicol. So I am just going to put glue. Okay. And just check the shape little bit. So this is going to give us the mosaic effect. Once you get the outline, then you can just go over the inside parts without any problem. If you guys have questions, please ask me. This is again a little time consuming work, but it looks beautiful. I don't know why I always take time consuming jobs. You can even press it down and then try and split them. It's okay if you put glue on top of the eggshell, it's fine. We just have to cover this whole place with eggshell. What else can we use instead of eggshell? Okay, you can, for example, cut bits of little thick paper like a cardboard kind of a thing, or a cardstock. You can cut cardstock into pieces and give it that kind of a textured effect. Eggshell has its own look, so yeah, I mean, like people vegetarians, if you can't find egg, if you can't get eggshell, then you can use like a cardstock material to do the same thing, though the overall effect will be same. There might be slight difference in the way it looks, but overall it will be the same effect. These are all a bit tedious process, yes, I agree, but they look really nice once you finish. Since the bird is a shape, it is a little difficult, but otherwise, in the outer areas it will be easier for us. It's okay to put glue on top of the eggshell. So you can even just put a big piece like this and just press it down, so it will automatically take the shape. I mean, it will just split and give that space in between each mosaic. So this pretty much looks like a nice mosaic. So if you want, you can even paint the base a little dark, so the gaps between the eggshells will be dark, so you can do that also. Okay, we pretty much, if we okay, now coming to the rest of the part, I'll just apply the glue. So now I'm just going to take and just press it and spread it a bit. So I will just alternate the colors here. I'll just do some green and some blue, so just to give some effect. Again, these are all completely up to you. You can do it however you want. There is no mandate of anything. So this is how it's going to look. So when we finish the whole thing, it's going to be really beautiful. It is time consuming. Yeah, I can finish it and show you guys. These are going to be beautiful gifts for your friends and family this Easter. I'm sure they will love it because number one, these are handmade and they look absolutely pretty. Like I said, today's session was very impromptu session. I just wanted to teach something simple in the sense, I mean, yeah, a simple technique. I'm sure you guys will get a lot of ideas after seeing this. Like I said, it's not just for Easter. You can do these with any other object also. I can finish it and then show you all. So I'll just come back to this. I will do the sanding. If we want to give it a little vintage look, we can do some gold color edging here, or you can give some wax detailing that will make it look a little vintage. I will just show you with some gold. I am taking some gold metallic color in my fingers, not too much. I'll take off the excess. So I am just running over the edges like this, just to give it a little vintage. That is going to add some nice classy look and also like a nice vintage feel. Look at that. What difference it has made. See the vintage, the gold look has made so much difference. And see how beautiful this cross is. Wouldn't anyone love to receive this as a gift? Do try this out, guys. It's a very easy technique, and look at how beautiful it is. It'll steal anybody's heart. It's absolutely nice. You can even write something in between here. You can just give a coat of varnish on this to seal it. Like I said, if you're making it in cardboard or something, you can always punch a hole here and hang it, or it could just be like this, or you could just put a small hook at the back and it could be used to hang it on the wall or anywhere. It is a beautiful piece. So this was one. Like I said, you can write something if you want, but I guess this itself is looking nice. And the other, this is one marble technique that I showed you with magazine paper and nail polish remover. And the other one is with eggshells. This is going to take a little longer time. So what I will do is I will finish the entire thing, and then I will put it in my post so you guys can see. This is the same technique. I'm just going to fill the whole space with the all around the bird. I'm going to fill it with blue and green. And yeah, that is pretty much it. You have like two beautiful techniques that I showed you, the mosaic technique and the marble technique. Like I said, these can be used in various different and do like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be showing a lot of ways, decoupage, DIY, home decor, a lot of videos on DIY, home decor and lifestyle. So do subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a good Easter week. Thank you guys once again.